This is a parliamentary dictation with speed of 60 words per minute taken from Progressive Shorthand Monthly, February 2025, Exercise 19. Please like, share and subscribe. Ready? Mr. Vice Chairman, I rise to support the resolution moved by my learned friend for the appointment of a Judicial Reforms Commission. As mentioned in the resolution, sir, the purpose of this proposal is to ensure that our judicial and legal system becomes an effective instrument of social change and provides socio-economic justice to the underprivileged and the weaker sections of our society. Sir, it is a fact and it is also a pity that despite the lapse of 67 years since our independence and despite the appointment of a law commission, we have not yet been able to evolve a legal system, a judicial system suited to our needs, and we are still guided by and large by the British system of law. It was in the last century that 4 law commissions were appointed, and people like Macaulay and others were there to frame the laws for us, and these laws were basically meant for ruling the colonial people and meant for the colonial regime, and we are still being guided by these very laws. It is therefore very necessary that the entire laws of the country are looked into and a different system is evolved which will be suited to the needs of our country. Today, sir, ours is a socialist republic. The laws that we have enacted were originally those of the British, and they were not meant for a socialist republic. As I said earlier, they were meant for a British colony. But sir, today the judicial system has to be an instrument of social change so that the society may be developed on the desired socialistic pattern. Otherwise, the very spirit of our constitution will be killed, and that is why it is felt necessary that a judicial reforms commission should be appointed to look into this very important matter. Sir, according to me, the judiciary is not merely an interpreter of law. The judiciary has a much more important obligation to perform. The judiciary in a democracy like ours is also the protector and the watchdog of the citizens' rights and privileges, and we find today that the judicial or the legal system as it stands today is entirely helpless. We cannot ensure justice for the common man, and we cannot do anything unless, of course, our people are in a position to understand their rights and privileges. They also have no means by which they can take their matters to a court of law for justice, and unless these two things are done, our courts will keep quiet, will just watch the exploitation of man by man in our country, and of course, like passive onlookers, they would be just doing their duty as a formality. That is why it is necessary that our legal system is suitably developed through intensive research in the field of law, so that the law is in a position to cater to the needs of the people. As I was saying, our present law is not in a position to cater to our present suffering and toiling masses and the weaker sections of society. Sir, it is a very happy thing. I should say that when the Law Commission was first appointed by Parliament, it was agreed to by our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in pursuance of or in reply to a non-official resolution which was tabled in the Lok Sabha. Today also, sir, we are considering a non-official resolution tabled by my learned friend. It was in 1954 that non-official resolution was tabled in the Lok Sabha, suggesting the appointment of a law commission, and our learned and great Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru agreed to that resolution, in pursuance of which that law commission was ultimately appointed. It said that the law commission should be appointed with a view to realize that justice is simple, speedy, cheap, effective and substantial. Now I would like to ask the Law Minister whether any of these things has been achieved since the setting up of the Law Commission. We have not been able to make justice speedy. We have not been able to make justice cheap. We have not been able to make justice effective, and we have not been able to make justice substantial. We have failed miserably in all these, and that is why today millions and millions of our countrymen who are not able to knock at the doors of justice on the temples of justice are not in a position to get social justice and economic justice. I am not talking of political justice, but socio-economic justice has to be ensured for the people of a welfare state for the people of a socialist state which is still not there. Therefore, since our legal system is not conducive to the establishment of a socialist pattern of society, the system has to be changed. A thorough research has to be done and the matter has to be probed into deeply. Stop.